Hello, welcome back to another video. Have you guys ever been around someone and just a few minutes of being around them, you felt like you need to go lay down and go to sleep? You don't understand what's going on. They come over, or you're around the person, and they dump all this energy, their problems on you, and then they leave feeling just energized and just ready to go run a marathon, and now you just feel like you got to unplug for a few days or weeks. Imagine a perfect afternoon. You're in your garden. The sun is bright, the air is peaceful and calm, and you're tending to your flowers, maybe reading a good book. I mean, you're at peace. Then without warning, the atmosphere starts to shift. You can feel it. The sky becomes gray, and you turn to find unwelcome visitors approaching your home. They're literally just kind of forcing their way in. They haven't called, they just popping in, making themselves at home in the worst way. They're destroying your garden on purpose. And as they leave, they take with them your sunlight, your peace of mind. This vivid analogy is a warning message for many. God is asking us to protect our peace and our energy at this time. Now these visitors, they're not literal visitors, but, vibrational ones, people who arrive unannounced into your energetic space, carrying burdens they refuse to process themselves. They don't just muddy your garden, they consume your sunlight. They wilt your flowers, they steal your peace of mind, and they leave you feeling depleted, disoriented. Listen, every door does not have to be opened, and every call does not have to be answered. I made an old video about that, about saying no. Get in the habit of saying no. Protect your peace. I saw an image of a tired man he's always there for others, and he is very sensitive to energy. He absorbs others' negative energy like a sponge. Every conversation that the people would bring around him was a problem dumped at his feet, leaving him to have to fix it, solve it, carry it. And it's never a good conversation, only draining ones. Eventually he reached his breaking point. He yelled, "I'm tired. I can't keep fixing you while you leave me just depleted, because who's there for me?" And in that moment, he took his power back, directing these people to God. Because it's only so much mama, daddy, sister, brother, bestie can do. Take it up with God, he said. I have to worry about me now. He said, speaking to you, I notice my health gets bad. My blood pressure goes up. I can't sleep. I don't want to eat. You are draining me. And I'm sorry, these are problems you can fix yourself. And for those of us who are on the receiving end, the recovery process is real. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Many don't realize that after being around you, we have to unplug for a few days, go no contact, take spiritual baths, pray, and even fast to shake off that energy. This is because others don't want to do the inner work. They want to just, project it all onto someone else, and it's not fair. And, because of our light, you're like a magnet to bad energy, like a moth to a flame. They're attracted to that light, that healing energy, and they come in muddying up your clean house with dirty hands and dirty feet. Before you call or drop in, sit with God first. And if you don't believe, in all that, just sit by yourself then and ask yourself, what can I do differently to work out this problem that I'm facing before I go over or call, whatever you do. If God could show some of y'all the reactions of people after they hang up the phone or after you leave their house from dumping and draining on them, you will start to be a little bit more mindful of how you show up around others. People are tired, you guys. I don't know if y'all been watching the news. People are tired. Some of these toxic relationships we hold on to expecting, friends and family just to kind of co-sign on the chaos or fix the mess that we keep creating, knowing that God has already shown us signs, red flags, saying, you know, I have better for you, but we don't want to trust the plan. We just want to sit in that chaos and bring it to everybody else who will open the door and listen. It's not fair. It is not fair to people. So just like attending school, you have to work on doing the inner work, the spiritual work. You cannot keep dancing with the devil thinking it's fine and then expecting someone who has been doing the work to just keep fixing you, opening that door. God did not call us to do that. Now, if you're trying, I'll meet you halfway. That's one thing. But we have to protect our peace and energy at the end of the day. You know, you recognize it. You sit with it. Cry if you need to. Go on a solo trip, you know, but work on finding your light again. And let go of what's causing you to stay spiritually sick. Take it one day at a time. I got faith in you. I want you to read up on Jeremiah 17:14 today if you get time. And just be mindful. I hope this video wasn't too harsh. You know, we've all been there. So that's why I talk about it. You know, some people are saying, how are you going to talk about it? You know, have you ever? Yeah, we all are guilty of this. A lot of us. You know, so we do the work and then we bring the messages to you to help, not to hurt. I love you guys. Sorry for making this so long. I hope the right eyes and right ears receive the message, and I will see you on the next video.